Hi, this is Harriet UK from Moonshine. I thought I would do just a couple of videos to help get you started building your first VR chat world. If you're a world creator in Horizons and the Unity aspect of working on your laptop is putting you off, hopefully I can help you get through that challenge by getting you through the basics. If someone told me the basics at the very beginning, it would have been a much easier process for me. So I thought I would do these videos. So the first thing you're going to do is go to VRChat website, and you're going to have a look at their documentation. Now, if you're like me and hate reading all this boring jargon, then I'm going to skip all this and just tell you directly what you need to download. So the first thing you need to download is the Creator Companion. So there's a little tab here, and if you click on Creator Companion, it tells you how to download it and what to do next. But it's pretty easy. Once you've downloaded it, you then need to download Unity. Once you've downloaded Unity, you're ready to go. However, I am warning you, please do not install Unity 6. Unity 6 is not supported by the VRChat SDK, so you do need to download Unity 2022.3. That's the version you need to have, 2022.3. Once that's downloaded, this is your Creator Companion window, and this is where all your projects will be stored, or all your worlds will be stored. And so, but you won't have all this here because you haven't created one. So you need to click that blue button, Create New Project. Click on Worlds, this tab here. Click on Unity 2022, not the Unity 2019 version. Click on Unity 2022. Name your project, and then click Create Project. Once that's been created, it will then automatically then open Unity up for you. So you do not open Unity on your desktop. You must allow the Creator Companion to open Unity for you, and that's how you gain access. So once you're in Unity, let's start off with the basics of getting a cube out. So up the top here, you have File, Edit, Assets, Gameplay Object, etc. If you click Gameplay Object and go down to 3D Object and then go across, you've got Cube, Sphere, Capsule, etc. So for the sake of purpose, I'm clicking Cube, and this is my cube. You will see in the viewing window. Now, whilst that's there, I'm just going to go through with you what is on the screen. So underneath here, this is your main assets area. So if you're importing any assets, this is where it will be. Most Unity projects or assets come within a folder. So for example, I've got this low poly folder here, and if I double click on it, it opens these 4 folders, and you are always looking for the prefab folder. And then this creator has got separate folders for different prefabs. So if I was to go chair and then just wait for that to load, it's not loading, but oh, there we go, chair. And then you can see down here, that's the chair. Okay, so whenever you're downloading a furniture pack, for example, or a game, or anything really that's a model, the folder that you're looking for is prefabs. Okay, however, let's get back to this wall. So this cube. Down the side here, you'll have different selections for how you want to interact with that cube. So at the moment, I've got my move tool on, which is the red, blue, and yellow arrows. And with that, I can move the cube up and down, sideways, up, down, and across. So this allows you to move the item across the world. Underneath that, you've got your rotate tool. And with that, you can rotate the object around, and you can do it the other way too. And then if I wanted to make the cube into a wall shape, I can click on the tool underneath that, which is the scale tool. And if I just grab the end of that like that, that moves the cube in each direction. So that will scale the cube equally. However, if I just wanted to say, have it that big, and then I just needed it to go a bit further out to the left, but I needed it to stay on the right there, I can click on the tool underneath that, the rect tool, and then I can then, you see these 4 little dots here? It's got a line going to each of them. My cursor changes, and then I can just make that really thin or really thick. So for the purpose of it being a wall, let's just keep it like that for now. Okay. You get a cube in. The next thing you're going to do is texture that cube, and I have some textures already loaded in here. If you're looking to get textures, or how do you get textures in here, you can go to the Unity Asset Store. So this is where I got my low poly furniture from. So you type in low poly furniture, and if you click on free, it will show you all the free ones that are available to you. But I will suggest, just out of niceties, to whatever pack you download, is to just name the creator in your world somewhere on a credit list or something like that. So when you click on something, you click add to my assets, you click accept, and then you click open in Unity and click there. And if you do it that way, it automatically transfers it into Unity for you. So you can see here, table pack 3D low poly, and I'm going to download it. And then an import button will appear, and I'm going to click import. And this is everything in that package that I'm importing. Click import. There you go. It's quite a large package, this, actually. If you're downloading large packages, I will cover that in another video of how to decrease those package sizes, so you're not you haven't got a lot of wastage in your world. So let's go to textures. That's the furniture. I want that one. So when you're looking into a texture folder, you normally have 3 folders, one called materials, one called scene, and one called textures. The materials folder is where your materials are that you can use on your wall. For example, if I just pick one here and just drag it onto the wall, that will put that texture onto that wall. If I click on that wall, I can then see in my project window everything to do about this whole mesh and the texture. Okay, so down here is everything to do with the cube, and then you'll see this down here, and if you click that little arrow to expand it, that's got everything you need to know about the texture you're using. Okay, so in here, this texture is made up of 3 textures. So you've got the normal map, height map, and occlusion. And if I was to change the occlusion, you can see that colour slightly changing from lighter to darker, lighter to darker. If I was to change the height, you can see that slightly moving, slightly raised, and then flat again. So you just want that slightly raised. And then you've got your smoothness. So this is where you see the shininess in people's worlds. So if you want it really shiny, you want to kind of just get it just below the 1 mark. So I normally have it around 8 or 9 for really shiny things. And then for a matte colour, you just bring that down to 0. Okay, so we can have that on like that. And that is how you put a texture on a cube. Now, if I wanted to duplicate that and make that into a corridor, for example, I can hold down with the left-hand mouse button, that arrow, press Control and D, and it will be the same size. Okay, so then you've got that. And that's it for today's video. Stay tuned in for more.